temperatures in the low 70s with rainy conditions. Expect fair skies on Monday and Tuesday.
Time now to take a look at the tropics. Let's go ahead and see what's happening first across the Atlantic Basin, and plenty to talk about here as we have a tropical storm. Actually, we have a hurricane, that's Juan, and we have a tropical depression that we continue to watch here that is slowly getting drawn up to the north. We'll continue to watch that as well. So two separate entities here, and I also wanted to point out into the Western Caribbean, not too far from Jamaica, we continue to watch some convection here, but not finding any real organization at this point in time at the surface. But this will be an area to monitor for possible slow development, so we will be doing that. Hurricane Juan, in the meantime, passing to the east of Bermuda, and kind of a small scale to this particular storm. It's not a real big storm, and therefore did not have a major impact on the tiny island of Bermuda, we're happy to say. Sustained winds currently of 80 miles per hour, and it's moving to the north at about 8 miles per hour. And this may still strengthen a bit further over the course of the next day or so before it moves north of the Gulf Stream and gets in cooler waters and then dissipates. But it's about 760 miles to the south of Halifax, Nova Scotia, and will continue to head on northward. So fortunately not an impact for Bermuda, not a major impact, and that will continue to move out of the way, and mainly only a concern at the current time for shipping interests eventually on up toward Nova Scotia. Folks there will have to be watching out for that one. There's a look at that projected path. Then again, it may take it northward as early as Sunday evening up across this region, but again, it will weaken up to that point as it gets over some cooler water. Tropical Depression 16 lurking out here. It's about well over 1,200 miles, almost 1,300 miles to the east of the Lesser Antilles, 1,280 miles to be exact. Sustained winds now at 35 miles per hour. Movement is to the north-northwest at 16 miles per hour. It's kind of getting drawn, as you'll see on the satellite, northward with a general flow, and the central pressure estimated at 1,007 millibars. So here we go, and you can sort of see how things are getting kind of pulled northward, and it appears as though this is as well. So for the time being, only a concern to shipping interests, and that is Tropical Depression number 16. The Eastern Pacific is relatively tranquil, and into the Western Pacific we have a brand new tropical storm here, and this one again will be kind of working off to the north and east, working away from the Philippines. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what's happening stateside. There's plenty to talk about with the active weather here, primarily with this front and the potential for severe. And that threat is still very, very real. We have a new tornado watch that extends on up toward Erie, Pennsylvania, back through Cleveland and on into northern sections of Kentucky. And we have had some tornado warnings associated with some of these thunderstorms. Latest severe thunderstorm warnings into Marion County in Ohio, and also extending on into Erie County in Ohio. And we'll take you on into Kentucky. We have warnings into Greene and Taylor counties right now in Kentucky. Some nasty cells just to the north of Louisville, also right here in the western portion of the state, and extending on up north of Frankfurt. So some very active weather here, and as I mentioned, we're following this line all the way up into northeastern sections of Ohio. See if we can get you the last radar up here, and we'll show you what it looks like. Again, Marion and Erie counties under severe thunderstorm warnings as well. This line moving through Erie County as I speak, Marion County a bit further southward. So tough travel here, and boy, you have to imagine some very, very heavy rain. By the way, some of these stronger storms lifting northward over some of the islands here across Lake Erie, so I'll be very, very leery of those. We'll be right back.
These neighbors, the Smiths and the Joneses, are about to clean each other's house. Surprise! One couple will get the help of celebrity designer Genevieve Gorder and Swiffer. Okay, ready Smiths? Ready Joneses? Let's get cleaning.
Look, it's Genevieve. What are you doing here?
Is this allowed?
You know about cleaning too?
I know a lot of cool ways to make a house look great. At your house, they're pushing dirty water around with an old mop. Messy, time-consuming, unattractive. You, however, are going to use Swiffer Wet. It's genius.
Swiffer Wet works great because its powerful cleaning solution dissolves tough stains and locks them inside the cloth, so cleaning floors is really easy. And one cloth can clean an entire floor. Swiffer Wet is safe on finished wood floors, and its cool design makes it easy to get in and around just about anything, leaving behind a fresh, clean floor and a fresh, clean scent. When you're finished...
And she is a princess, very conscious. She's there to represent the
monarchy. On the other hand, she wanted to be this freewheeling princess. She wanted to be arty. She wanted to be a party girl. So she really never resolved these two parts of her nature.
You've got to give it to Margaret. Botched affairs, bad press, countless cigarettes and endless drinks, and she didn't seem to regret a thing. If you want to be a princess, you've got to take the tabloids with the tiara. It's not easy being purple. I'm Davy Jones, and you've been watching Meet the Royals.
From the beginning, he seemed so charmed, almost too perfect. You spent years trying to figure out just how he does it, until following in his footsteps finally paid off, and you had him. Evidence speaks when victims can't. Cold Case Files. Tomorrow at 9 on A&E.
Previously on Third Watch.
Mom, I just wanted to tell you that she died.
Whatever mess I made, it's my problem. I don't need you fighting my battles.
The phone number you put on the report, if you needed to call that would be all right.
Ma'am, you with us?
Are you an angel?
I